Hello everyone, welcome back. This is RandoGEEK. So here it is, the breaking news we've been waiting for. We knew something suspicious was going on with T-Mobile. There's been a lot of buzz, overtime being approved, employees being asked to be available for a specific day, Thursday, that'd be today, big event or big news going on. And here it is, it's been confirmed, T-Mobile once again raising prices for customers on legacy plans. Memos are being sent out to customers starting today. Now, be advised, just because you don't get a notification from T-Mobile today, could take 2-3 days, maybe even a little longer, depending on how T-Mobile is sending this out. But if you're on one of the older legacy plans, such as one of the Sprint plans, T-Mobile One, Magenta, Simple Choice, any one of those, you are more than likely going to be notified from T-Mobile that your price is going up. T-Mobile is finishing what they started a year ago. May 2024, T-Mobile decided that this was going to start. They were going to start upping the prices for legacy customers. We're seeing this across the board with carriers. Verizon, at&t are following this trend as well. It's something that carriers feel like they need to do now. Start charging more for plans, most likely to incentivize customers to get on one of their more newer tiered plans. I think this will be more harmful than good, but we'll get into that a little bit after. So here's what you need to know. This is going to start taking effect as soon as April into May. They're getting the ball rolling a little bit earlier this time around. Last year it was May into June. I think there's a lot of customers they need to play catch up with. Many fell through the cracks last year. They were not charged, and there's different reasons as to why. There could have been some legal complications. I'm not really sure why they couldn't finish the task last year. Some might feel like, well, T-Mobile didn't want to have too much of a churn rate if they did it all at once. I'm not really sure. That's possible. I don't think they're trying to lose customers, but I think they have a different mentality, and that's the same thing for all these carriers. But T-Mobile does blame rising costs over the past several years for the purpose of doing this. They need to make more money. They're paying too much, I guess, to keep these plans going, and they need to make more money on these plans. Otherwise, they'd probably have to just get rid of them altogether. Now, these are legacy plans, so I don't condone companies raising prices on legacy plans. I do feel like they should have left well enough alone. If profit is an issue, they need to focus on getting customers to the newer plans. And they are trying. They're getting a little desperate. It's not working. They're offering perks and benefits and incentives left and right. Many are just not choosing to follow this. MVNOs are doing a good job of taking a lot of the customers. I think we have to admit this. But anyway, so they are saying, T-Mobile, that millions of customers are actually going to be unaffected by this increase. They're saying if you're on a price lock guarantee or you have a promotional free line, this will not impact you. It's also important to note that if you've already received an increase regarding this matter, the legacy price hikes last year, you won't get another one. Now, if you have other lines that were not hit with a price increase, you'll get one this time around. So if you had, say, 5 lines or whatnot, but only 2 or 3 for some reason got hit with it, the other 2 should see the price hike this go round. That's what we're hearing. Now, there's going to be a lot of customers that are going to feel differently about this. There are some customers that'll be perfectly fine with paying a little bit more money. If you're on one of those legacy plans where you have multiple lines, maybe 8 to 12 lines, and you were able to take advantage of T-Mobile at their best Un-carrier moments. We know that T-Mobile back in the day was very generous with perks and benefits. I mean, you could get it all. You could get unlimited streaming services, or a decent amount anyway, hotspot, all the fine fixins. And those customers are going to be cool with paying anywhere from $2 to $5 more per line. That's what I think the pricing is going to be. But there are going to be some customers that are going to be taken back by this. Those customers have been with T-Mobile since the early days, the get-go, way before T-Mobile has even entered its Un-carrier phase. Those customers might feel betrayed by this. Now, those customers are going to have to sit back and reevaluate their situation and or exercise their options. They may consider leaving and going to another company, but it is strongly my recommendation to be advised that the big 3 carriers are doing this. So when you consider leaving to go to Verizon or at&t, just expect the same type of behavior because this is happening there as well. So the only other option you really have right now is if you can't tolerate this type of behavior from these big companies, is you might have to consider an MVNO. It may be worth your time to try it out. Prices go up there too. It's not like they'll never raise your price, but it's less likely to happen. And you'll be paying more than likely altogether on a lot of these MVNOs than you would, in certain cases with some of the bigger carriers. But then again, it does depend. You may have yourself a sweet deal on one of these legacy plans. So then at the end of the day, if that's the case, maybe not make this personal and just think about what's best for you. Does it make more financial sense for you to stick around and deal with it? Pay the price, enjoy your plan, or is this a slap in the face for you? If you really feel that way, well, then you have to exercise your options. And really the only other options you have besides choosing one of the big three carriers that are all doing this is try an MVNO. Most likely T-Mobile is trying to use this as a scare tactic to get you on a newer plan. But then also at the end of the day, as nasty as this sounds, I think T-Mobile doesn't really care if they get churn. I think if you're not willing to pay what they want, then they're okay with you leaving. And that's the attitude with all three carriers. And it's not personal. And it's not meant to come out nasty. It's just, at the end of the day, these are businesses looking to make money. And they can't make money if you're not paying. You're not paying what they need you to pay in order to continue to offer these services. These legacy plans were built a long time ago, and it's costing them money to still operate a lot of this stuff. So they want more money for it. Now, they could be ruthless and just get rid of the plans altogether and force you to leave or go to a more expensive plans. I don't think they really want to do that because I think they do value to some extent the customers that they have. But then at the same time, if you're not willing to meet them halfway by paying a little bit more so that they can keep these plans in service, there's the door. That's their attitude. That's just the way it is. Now, as a consumer, I feel like they should have left well enough alone. Don't mess with the legacy plans. Do it to the new plans. Leave the legacy consumers alone. I've always said this, but they don't think like you and I. They're thinking as a corporate business. They're not thinking from a consumer standpoint, the ones that actually pay the bill every month. They're thinking profit, low churn, more profit, more profit, more profit. We're okay with a little churn if we can get more profit. And the attitude may simply be, well, if you leave, the grass isn't always greener on the other side, so you'll be back. Not everybody, though, but that's how they're thinking. And that's where we are. As always, thank you so much for stopping by and watching, and we'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now.